Hello, Chad Payne here, investment advisor with Security First Asset Management, with our weekly market recap for the week ending December 5th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great start to the holiday season. Always lots of things going on during December, so wish you guys the merriest of Christmas and happy holidays to everyone. So, a few reminders. We do have our $100 Walmart gift card drawing for anyone that refers friends or family to us during the final quarter of the year. So please take advantage of that. Still a little bit of time, and we'll give that away at the beginning of the year. Also, we are starting some legacy planning opportunities. Christy Danner in our office will be the go-to person for that. If you have any questions about that, it's a way of wealth transfer and leaving a legacy behind to your kids and or grandkids. So some good things there on the horizon that Christy's going to be helping us with. And finally, our save the date that went out earlier this week, January 31st. We're going to have our client appreciation event. Our theme is 60s Flower Child, so that's going to be exciting. It's going to be in making, and look forward to more information about that. Alicia's working really hard on getting that set up. So looking back at markets last week, overall our domestic market indexes were up for the week. So that was led by NASDAQ as well as small caps. So hopes for interest rate cuts from the Fed coming up kind of drove that market sentiment and made things go up higher. A few other headlines that moved markets were the manufacturing index did contract for the 9th consecutive month. So that was a little bit of a damper on things. But the services activity did expand slightly more than expected for the month of October. A lot of these are a little in the rear view, some of them due to things not being released with the government shutdown. But otherwise, ADP payroll reports actually decreased by 32,000. That's the most since March of 2023, so a little bit of negative information on the jobs report. And there were also that was also led by small businesses in most cases. And there was also a report that showed 71,000 job cuts in November, and that was the most since 2022. But on a positive note for labor markets, the initial jobless claims for last week were lower than expected. In fact, 27,000 lower than expected. So a little bit of mixed information there on the job front, but those are definitely things that the Fed weighs out as they're making any rate cut decisions, and all eyes will be on the Fed this week as we look for any rate cut that they might be coming on board for their December meeting. So their preferred rate of inflation that they do look at did come in about as expected, 2.8% year over year. But again, this is another one of those that is looking in the rearview mirror. That's a September number due to the government shutdown. So we'll have to see what the Fed does this week. The consumer sentiment did rise for the month of December. Looking ahead, that's the first time it's risen in the last few months. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on in the Fed and possibly get a little bit of a Santa Claus rally here toward the end of the year. But hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas and holiday season. And if you need anything from us, feel free to give us a call or send us a message. Hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot.